Well, it's going. But it had some problems. It still has some problems. Pretty sure I'm going to be working on it a little bit more. But for now, it's gone. And this garage needs a major cleaning before the 41 goes in here for a little bit to get worked on. But it's going. This place is a hole, man. I have got to clean this place. Ugh. So I've got poison ivy right now, but I'm trying to friggin' figure out why my car runs so crappy. So this is the vacuum for the distributor, the vacuum advanced, and this I believe is for the modulator valve. And it was hooked here, which has no vacuum. I think this is supposed to be hooked to the intake's vacuum. And that's what's going to be modulating, you know, sucking. That's why I have no kickdown. Is it has no modulator valve working right now. So I'm thinking I need to get like a T or something to put on here, or I need to tee off the vacuum advances vacuum right here, the intake's vacuum. Wait, maybe I got that wrong. Oh, I do have that wrong. Okay. So the vacuum advance isn't getting any vacuum. This is the modulator getting vacuum. Okay, yeah. No wonder this thing doesn't want to run right. Vacuum, it's not giving any vacuum to the vacuum advance on a distributor. That is so dumb. I need to figure out what the hookup is here, because I'm thinking one of these is not right. Or possibly even both of them. These both might need to have vacuum. I don't really mess with carburetors much, but I'll look it up. Anyway, both of them might need to have vacuum, so I need to have a four-way vacuum system here, and I've got one vacuum working and the other one that isn't, so I'll have to look it up. So the shocks helped about 60%. The bounce is still there, but nowhere near as bad as it was, which tells me there's something in that suspension not right, because just shocks helping that much. It could be spring rate, it could be an alignment. I know the tires are good. We already checked them, and I put new tires on it. So at this point, I'm going to probably take it to an alignment shop, but that's all I can do with that for today. I've changed the oil, put new shocks on it, new oil filter, check the, you know, the toe ends to see it's about right, like really close. And then I use this camber tool on it, and according to what I can tell, I mean, I barely had to touch it before it went, you know, bubble zero. So I mean, I don't see it being a massive issue, and I mean, the bounces again still there, but it's gone down a lot. It was like before, but now it's like, you know. So either way, that steering wheel's bouncing. I'm not liking it, but it could just be the steering wheel not supported good enough. You know what I mean? It could be that only now, because that steering wheel's bouncing blah, 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 like a basketball. It's an up and down. It's not a wobble. It's just up and down all the way. But I'm going to cool down here, and then I got to jack up the Studebaker. Yes, it's back. I believe I'm going to have to machine all of the fittings, not the fittings, but the hub areas on here to fit the wheel spacers, because the wheel spacers from eBay are just garbage. I mean, what else can you say? They suck. They don't fit. You have to sort of hammer them on. I know these back ones I had to hammer on, so they definitely don't fit. So hopefully the lathe will let me chuck it up in it one more time like I did the other side. Clearly, my garage is a mess, but I'm going to fix all them. And then we got to figure out if the alternator on this is bad, or if I missed some plugs somewhere, or if I need to find a ground that's not hooked up, because the motor's like it's not getting enough juice. So it's either the alternator, which while it was running, I put my ohms meter on the battery back here, and it didn't charge, but it didn't go down either. So I don't know I don't know what's up. We'll figure that out later. So the Studie's back. It's running a little rough, and there's a, it rides like crap. Now, we think the ride like crap is the wheel spacers. Again, I'm pretty sure I said this. So I gotta machine them, but he was thinking there was a ground bad. I ain't found a bad ground anywhere yet. There's some he don't like how they're set up, but I even added a back of the head ground to the firewall just in case. Nothing changed. Really, what I think the whole running bad thing is the throttle position sensor, because it acts like it's starving for gas after it runs. Like, it'll start good, and then it'll go like idle down, then it's like, and then I think it's throttle position sensor. This does have an OBD2 port, but I have no communication to it right now, which means there's a fuse blown. So I'm going to have to track down which fuse it is. I'll check all the fuses and then replace it and see if I get a code scan then. And if I don't at that point, I don't know why, but I need to figure out. I need a code scan this thing, basically, is what I'm saying. I need the code scan this. Could it be a ground on the code scan? It could be. Doubt it. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna let this sit overnight because I just put like all of this can of brake clean down it. That was all nasty brown grossness, like not been touched since '94. So yeah, again, he's like, it ran perfect when I dropped it off. Well, here's the thing, it has been sitting in my garage for like 5 months where I've been working on it. So a throttle position could go bad for me welding. Any sensor on this can go bad for me welding. The alternator could not be charging from me not, for it being sitting here for so long and welding. So that's the whole thingy thing I'm working on right now. But other than that, I can't find any vacuums, grounds, or anything related to the engine that need fixed, period. Could there be one up under the dash? Yeah, there could be. I'll look, but will that cause it to run rough? Doubtful. Usually that causes things like your fuel pump not to work or your gauges not to work or something like that. So we'll figure that out on the morrow. So cleaning up the 41 and stuff for tonight. Got to clean my wheels, which they're already toast, but I'm gonna clean them anyway to where they look halfway decent. They'll probably get muddy before they get there because it just quit raining yesterday. But I'm gonna use some of this super clean all-wheel cleaner. I'm actually gonna use this on my motor too. It's cool, like cool to the touch, not cool like, oh look, it's cool. No, it's cool to the touch. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get halfway decent. Spray it all on, hose it all off. This stuff only works for like 60 seconds or something. Yeah, I think it's got part muriatic acid in it because it is corrosive. So yeah, it's good on aluminum, so it'll clean up a lot of this stuff. Anyway, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm also going to look into this 6 foot of fuel line I have running on this car, because I think I need to just put the regular back on it, which is just bend up a metal line from the bottom of the pump here up the front and over this way to reach the carb. I don't know why they did it. So let's get her clean and we'll get her looking a little spiffy for the car show. The floors are soaked from where I leave it out in the rain now. I think I need to stop doing that. But I also need to paint that too. Not today, but it's aluminum. I need to get some of the gray off of it. I need to get a little bit more black. Maybe some touches of red, But let's get this thing clean. Dang, boys, this stuff's already doing wonders. This super clean. Look at that stuff melting away. The red's getting brighter. The aluminum's getting brighter. It only takes about 30 seconds, but I'm gonna leave it for about a minute. It's pretty dirty. And we'll see what it's like after that. Hit my top of my aluminum radiator too. I need to check the water on this today.